how the hell do you have the nerve to show up here tonight? What the hell do you think you were playing at last week? I understand perfectly well the personal animosity between you and Triple H. It's common knowledge, but this isn't about you, and it's not about Triple H. This is about NLW as a team, trying to take control of this company from an evil group of power-hungry assholes. I have poured my blood, my sweat, my tears into No Limits Wrestling, and to have you and Triple H squabble and almost throw that away from me, it makes me sick. And it also makes me feel sick on behalf of every single NLW wrestler on the roster, including you and including Triple H. I didn't invite Triple H to the building here tonight, and I'm surprised you didn't get the message also. CM Punk, I need a team that is willing to fight for a common cause, that can put aside differences and fight for a common goal. Now I want you to leave this arena here tonight because you're not welcome. However, if, hopefully when, you're ready to put aside any animosities you may have with any of your teammates, then I'll allow you to compete for No Limits Wrestling at WrestleMania, and I want you to show up next week with fire in your eyes and the passion to help this company succeed. If you're not willing to put your differences aside, don't bother showing up next week. Don't bother showing up at WrestleMania, and until you're ready to accept responsibility and help this company fight back, you can piss off back to Chicago. We are live for the final medal before WrestleMania, and we need to stay focused. No Limits Wrestling needs to stay focused if they're ever going to beat the NWO at WrestleMania. That is why I sent CM Punk home, and I would like to apologise to those of you who paid your tickets to see CM Punk tonight. He is not here tonight. If he has a change of heart and appears before WrestleMania, then so be it. But all the members of the NLW team need to get their heads together and get focused, damn it. And that is why we cannot afford any slip-ups. And you know who else can't afford any slip-ups? Austin Aries or Kurt Angle. Angle puts his undefeated streak on the line against the X-Division champion Austin Aries. This could be a huge opportunity for Aries, but Angle can't afford any slip-ups either. That's tonight. And seeing as how this is the last medal before WrestleMania, I should point out the focus has all been on Triple H and CM Punk, but there are still 4 more members of Team NLW that are working their asses off to make sure this company succeeds in the fight at WrestleMania. And one of them is this man right here. The Demon, Finn Balor. And he is certainly one of the most popular wrestlers in NLW history. Ever since making his debut at the Royal Rumble, he's put in some immense performances. The only matchup he's actually had one-on-one was against Kurt Angle at Havoc. This is the first match we've seen him in one-on-one since then, and it is a huge matchup against the NWO's R-Truth, the Intercontinental Champion. And Balor, on the last WrestleMania, I should say last episode of Metal Before WrestleMania, is ready for a fight, and I wouldn't want to be the NWO right now to step into the ring with that demonic creature, and here they come.
Ladies and gents, I give to you the most must-see Intercontinental Champion in No Limits Wrestling history, R-Truth, the NWO's finest. That entrance, Finn, was too spooky for me, but it ain't too spooky for R-Truth, because tonight he is going to win and put you in your place. Now it's clear that NLW is worse for wear after CM Punk and Triple H combusted this past week. Neither of them here tonight, so it's slim picking for the NWO tonight, isn't it? But because we're so close to WrestleMania, I'm in a generous mood. The NWO are steamrolling through the competition, so because legally, I guess R-Truth has to defend his championship after a certain amount of time. How about tonight is one of those nights? This was meant to be a non-title matchup, however, as the commissioner, this is now an Intercontinental Championship matchup. Finn, good luck, because R-Truth's going to kick your ass.
What on earth? Well, this matchup is now for the Intercontinental Championship, and I don't know how wise that was, but I guess legally you have to defend it after 30 days or so. And R-Truth hasn't defended it since Buried Alive at Havoc against Kane, which he cheated to win, by the way. And now R-Truth putting his title on the line against Finn Balor here on Metal. What a way to kick off the evening. And oh my, well it may be lights out for R-Truth already, but slams him down. Finn going for that bloody Sunday, but R-Truth reverses it. And I don't know how wise this was, but there you see the scissors kick and R-Truth looking at the commissioner, and I guess the reason that he's decided to put the title on the line is because the commissioner's here to watch his back. But that could end, oh my god, that could end at WrestleMania. And what a shot, oh good grief. I didn't even know how to describe that, and look at how frightened the commissioner is, petrified of Finn Balor. And I don't blame him. There's a drop kick by Finn. And Finn, he's used the sling blade, he's tried to go for the bloody Sunday, and now he wants to go for that coup de grace. Wants to kick him into position, but R-Truth moves out of the way. And there is a reason he's Intercontinental Champion, folks. Not only because the NWO have his back, but also because he's a great wrestler as well. But Finn with that armbar, and the referee telling him to break it off, and he does. And now, oh, the commissioner shouting words of encouragement, and what a kick by R-Truth. And getting a bit cocky here, but Balor makes him pay. And now he's got his legs tied up like a pretzel. R-Truth near the ropes, and he does get there. Otherwise we could have had a new Intercontinental Champion. And, well, here comes Finn, the Demon, looking for his first taste of NLW gold, but going for that lie detector. But Balor tries to push him away, and he does, and has him held by the head and neck, and good grief. Sleeper suplex, and now both feet directly into the face with that drop kick, and Finn is firing up. Oh, and R-Truth is in prime position, and the commissioner, look at him, scared for the life of R-Truth. He's going for that coup de grace, but oh, for God's sake, and I knew this is why he wanted to defend the Intercontinental title now. It's so that he could interfere, and there's the arm drag over the top, and of course the commissioner was going to interfere, grabbing onto the foot, and oh, hang on. Oh, and look at this. Well, there's Dean Ambrose. Ambrose, who went right after the commissioner when he debuted, and oh my god! Ambrose assaulted the commissioner! And well, somebody had to. He was sticking his nose in where it didn't belong. Oh, and a super kick by Finn. Truth is down. The commissioner's down. Dean Ambrose laying a number on him. And Seth Rollins out here as well to console him. And meanwhile, look what's happening in the ring. Oh, the bloody Sunday. Dean goes for the cover. And he's won. The commissioner is blacked out. And we have a new Intercontinental Champion heading into WrestleMania. And the crowd has gone ballistic here. Oh, look at the commissioner. He's only just coming to. He has no idea what's just gone on. 1 minute he was being attacked by Dean Ambrose, and well, this is what happened. Commissioner assaulted Finn Balor, tried to grab the leg, and then Dean Ambrose saying, "Not tonight, pal," and instead attacks the commissioner, Dean Ambrose, and then, well, Finn Balor took advantage of the melee, hitting the bloody Sunday on R-Truth, and Truth is no longer the Intercontinental Champion. And there is the rest of Team NLW to celebrate. Notable absences include Triple H and CM Punk, but do you notice how when they're not here, NLW is successful in this title matchup? Well, I'm sure we're going to have words with those guys, but we should forget about them. We should forget about their troubles, because right now, we need to celebrate. What a huge swing of momentum heading towards NLW. A new Intercontinental Champion in the form of the Demon. I have no idea who that's about. Whoever it is obviously hyping themselves up. But you never know. Are they going to live up to the hype? This man does. And that is why he's the X Division Champion. The greatest man who ever lived, self-proclaimed I should say, Austin Aries. And at WrestleMania, Austin Aries has possibly his biggest challenge yet when he takes on the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. Bryan debuted here in No Limits Wrestling to much fanfare, challenging Austin Aries off the bat, saying, I want your X Division Championship, and we saw the training montage that took place this past week between Bryan and his trainers, and he is ready for WrestleMania and his first attempt at capturing gold here in No Limits Wrestling when he takes on Austin Aries. And well, here's a man who's looking to derail the momentum of Aries. This man is the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, and although he is unpinned, although he is unsubmitted, he still has to deal with the challenge that Drew Galloway has set out. Last week on Metal, Drew Galloway came out, said he wants to bring honour back to pro wrestling, and Kurt Angle thought that was a dig at him, so came out, grabbed him in the ankle lock, blindsided him, made Drew Galloway pass out in the ankle lock, and the animosity there, and oh wait, well, look who it is. First time we've seen him in the flesh since he debuted, and there's Daniel Bryan at ringside to watch the matchup of the man he faces for the X Division title at WrestleMania. Angle going for the suplex, but spins around with the punch. Big matchup for both these guys. Angle obviously looking to gain another victory on his already impressive resume. And here's the last chance for his Aries, going to be the first man to beat Angle, and Angle gets to the ropes. X Division champion has a great win-loss record, obviously not as good as that of Kurt Angle's, never been pinned or submitted, has Angle. But he may change tonight. There's a drop kick in the corner, and the feet again in the face. Angle retreating as Daniel Bryan looks on at his opponent for WrestleMania. Angle, oh! I was about to say Aries looking for that suicide dive, but it is Angle who starts with the punch and now has him held. And good grief! Lifts him off his feet with that belly-to-belly suplex. And you can see the cockiness in Angle's eyes, and that is something that Drew Galloway has really had a gripe with, and we haven't seen Drew Galloway since the last time on Metal where he was put in that ankle lock. But Angle now reverses him into the corner, and again that amateur background coming into play there, but Aries still kicks out, and it is Angle with his Olympic style wrestling that he's going to hope to beat Drew Galloway. Good grief. And Galloway would hope to become the first man to beat Angle at WrestleMania. That is, unless Aries beats him tonight, but it doesn't look like it at the moment. Lands on his knees, and again, what a clothesline. And a stomp to the face. He is a ruthless man. He embodies ruthless aggression. And now Angle going for that German. Going for it, but Aries holds on and reverses through into a pin. But Angle back in his feet, and look at Aries trying to fight it, but he could not fight it. A belly to the back suplex, the German suplex, overhead throw, and Aries lands on his head. Don't want to go into WrestleMania against Daniel Bryan, a man who'll kick your skull in with a concussion. That is the last thing he wants. And now going for that Angle slam, but Aries rolls through. And now Angle going for that ankle lock, but Aries punches him away. And you see Daniel Bryan eyeing up the X Division Championship right out here, as he just witnessed Aries deliver that drop kick to perfection. And now Angle up against the ropes and looking for that Irish whip, and he gets it reversed, and another uppercut. Now Aries going to the top rope, wants to put it away, and this would be a major upset if he could somehow do it. There's the 450 splash, but Aries couldn't get it. Kurt Angle kicks out. A physically intense matchup, maybe capped off by this brainbuster, but now Angle tries to get out of it, but instead Aries goes for a cheeky pin, but it couldn't get Angle to get pinned there. But now I'll go for another German, and now Aries going for the German, but now rolls through, and now he's in the center of the ring. That ankle lock, and look at the way he's twerking that ankle, the twerk on it. And again, look at the way an ankle, folks, is not meant to bend that way. An Angle knows it, and Aries, bit of survival-like instinct to tap out, live to fight another day, and unfortunately for him, Kurt Angle had his number tonight. And not only that, but the psychology involved with Daniel Bryan being there to witness him tap out. Is Aries going to tap out to Bryan's LeBell Lock at WrestleMania, or will Aries put Daniel Bryan away and continue his record-breaking reign as champion? Well, Here you see the 450 almost putting him away, but Angle kicked out, and then Angle almost got hit with a German suplex but managed to roll through reversal. A great amateur wrestling technique to hit that ankle lock, and well, Aries unfortunately suffers a blip in momentum heading into WrestleMania, and what a face-off this is. Only the second time these two have been face-to-face, and Aries sees that Daniel Bryan wants that title, but Aries not willing to fight tonight, walks away. But there you see Angle victorious, and oh, look at this! Here's Drew Galloway! And that Claymore kick shows Angle that his ankle isn't perhaps 100%, but you know what? It's good enough for WrestleMania. We haven't seen Galloway since he was held in that ankle lock on metal a couple weeks ago. And what the hell is this? Oh my god, don't do this. Drew Galloway exposing the table. They're up here on our announce table, for God's sake. Oh, the double arm DDT through the table. Galloway driving his head straight to the floor, straight through the wood of our table. And Galloway may have been embarrassed on metal a few weeks ago, but here tonight, embarrassing Kurt Angle. Is Drew Galloway going to be the first man to defeat Kurt Angle at WrestleMania? Or will Angle continue his record-breaking streak? Galloway, he is a young and hungry wrestler, and he wants to bring honor back to this sport, as he said several weeks ago. And right here sent a major message to the Olympic gold medalist. Good grief. Galloway desperately wants it. Well, here you see the new hardcore champion, Akio, and these title changes are hard to come by, especially considering the 24/7 rule in effect. Akio took advantage of that, defeating William Regal this past week. And now he's still the hardcore champion. He's got to be on his toes as I say that. There's a former champion, Daniels. And Daniels now trying to get a sneak attack on Akio, but Akio scouts it well, and oh, what the hell? Oh, there's a fire extinguisher and the 24/7 rule in effect, and oh no. And the fire extinguisher in the eyes. And Daniels has just won the hardcore title. Well, Daniels spraying that fire extinguisher in the eyes, and Akio has lost the title already, and the 24/7 rule is so damn chaotic. Someone once said, some people think that to be strong is to never feel pain. In reality, the strongest people are the ones who feel it, understand it, and accept it. And speaking of pain, oh my god! Have you ever seen anything like this? We have a new champion! What the hell are we witnessing? This is WrestleMania, baby. Are you excited yet? Are you pumped? Because WrestleMania is just around the corner, and the logo was made by Dynamic Artifacts. Follow them on Instagram now. This is going to be the biggest event in NOW history, and it's going to be a fantastic show with some amazing wrestling, and that is personified by the American Dragon and AA Austin Aries. The X Division titles are on the line at WrestleMania for the first time ever, and the X Division champion, the only champion in history, Austin Aries, looks to successfully defend it against his toughest opponent yet in the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. And you want to talk about tough opponents, this is probably the toughest match of Drew Galloway's career, and he hasn't even competed yet. We're going to see him compete next week. However, at WrestleMania, he tries to end the unbeaten run of Kurt Angle. Can he do it? We saw what he did to Angle earlier, driving him through the announce table. It's the women's title on the line. This matchup isn't even set in stone yet. At the moment, it's scheduled to be Charlotte vs Trish Stratus. However, a tag team matchup could see Maria or AJ Lee added to this matchup, depending on the outcome. But at the moment, it's Trish vs Charlotte. And TLC, it's chaotic as hell. We saw this past week how the night ended for these tag teams. Tables, ladders and chairs everywhere. It's TLC for the tag team titles. The Animals, the Brood, the Bucks and RVD and Raven battle it out for the tag team titles. It is a mystery of where Sting is. Are we going to find answers in the coming weeks, or is it going to be more mystery? Bray Wyatt set the effigy of Sting on fire this past week, and Sting has yet to respond. Will Sting respond later tonight or next week? Will he even show up before WrestleMania? It's scheduled to be Wyatt versus Sting. This is a rematch from last year's WrestleMania, the street fight that ended Batista's career. Is a career going to be ended? It certainly could be in a last man standing match. The jeopardy is at an all-time high, and the no physicality rule was breached this past week, and Batista is looking for revenge. For the World Heavyweight Championship, AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, puts it on the line against the Phenom, The Undertaker. No word on The Undertaker's condition after he was dragged out of the arena by a motorcycle, tied to that motorcycle and driven away. This animosity is at an all-time high as well for the world title. And it is the most important matchup in NLW history. It is an elimination match for control of No Limits Wrestling. The NWO team take on NLW. The winners will have complete control, and the losers may very well lose their jobs and their livelihood. And if you think WrestleMania is a star-studded event, you're not going to have to wait for big matches, because Kurt Angle is going to go one-on-one with AJ Styles. He is unbeaten, unpinned, unsubmitted. He's been begging for months that he deserves a World Championship matchup. Well, a victory over the World Champion would certainly go some way into proving that claim. That match is happening, and also a first blood match between Triple H and Shawn Michaels. They've been at each other's throats for years, and they finally get their hands on each other once again. It is first blood before WrestleMania, before NWO versus NLW, the game versus the Heartbreak Kid. And what on earth is this? Well, it looks like Sting in the ring, but as we saw this past week, Bray Wyatt burned an effigy of Sting that looked just like that. And it looks as if Bray Wyatt is come out here to send another message, and what more does this man have to say? We have not seen Sting since Bray Wyatt assaulted him on episode 40. Sting had been assaulted for weeks, the lights have gone out, and it turns out that Bray Wyatt was the culprit. And Wyatt makes his way to the ring here on metal with that effigy in the ring. Last week, burning that effigy of Sting and saying some pretty eerie things. He is the new face of fear, that is what he's claiming. However, Bray Wyatt, I don't believe, has actually lost here in NLW yet. And that is scary, combined with what he says, and what's he got to say with that effigy of Sting in the ring?
I, Bray Wyatt, have successfully harvested the souls. That power is now surging through my veins. That power has become me, man, and it feels good, man. It feels really, really good. That power has become unconceivable, and it all belongs to me. For now, I summon the thunder, and now I summon the lightning. I summon the forces of darkness, for I am Bray Wyatt, the eater of the world. And it is well within my power to summon the forces of evil, and it is well within my power to scorch the earth, and it is well within my power to take your world and to burn it straight to hell.
He wants to burn the world to hell. Oh, Jesus Christ! What the hell was that? Oh, Wyatt is as shocked as we all are. No, oh, wait a minute! Well, I could have sworn I saw something coming down from the rafters, but I don't know if I'm seeing things, I don't know if Wyatt's seeing things. And he's gone. Was that him? You gotta believe it was. Wyatt says he summons the thunder. Wyatt says he summons the lightning. But Sting is the vigilante, and Sting will get retribution at WrestleMania.